Hello, my name is Leslie Field, and welcome to my meetup group, Chronic Conditions, Coffee, and Conversation. I've already had 6 women join this group. I'm like, wow, talk about having a really cool validation. I have been a little reluctant to get this started. However, I have felt the call for a while now. You'll see I have my podcast called Sick and Seeking, which explores sickness and healing, but I was feeling called to do something a little bit more like having connection with people because podcasting is kind of solo and lonely pursuit, except for when I'm interviewing people, which is fabulous. But otherwise, I don't talk to a lot of people, or have a space to really have that connection about chronic illness and chronic conditions. So this idea came to me recently, actually, when I was mid-massage. I have a lot of creative ideas that come to me. Not my best timing, but hey, they came forward. So that was the inspiration, was that I really just want to find a time and a place to gather women together to talk about chronic conditions, their chronic illness. But I was stumbling because I was thinking, how do I do this in a way that doesn't feel like a drag? I mean, really, to be honest, like it's kind of a drag. So let me just talk you through what I'm thinking, how this is going to work, and it's subject to change. I'm doing this off the cuff right now. I have not prepped for this, but I see people joining and I'm like, I got to create a video. So I do run a women's circle, and there's a format inside the circle that I really, really like. And it's very simple, but it's very profound. So I'm going to take some of the tenets of my women's circle and I'm going to move it over into this space. So what we're going to do is we're going to gather all together on Zoom. It's a free offering for you to come to this meetup group. I'm going to offer it once a month right now, maybe twice a month. I want to see how it goes. I want to see if people actually join and show up and enjoy the experience and think it's important and powerful, which I think it will be, but here we go. So we'll all join. I'm probably going to think of a topic or something that can just be like a starting off point for maybe what we're going to talk about this week, or during that call, or whatever you want to say. Obviously, everyone can go off script if there's something that's really bothering them, or just like they had a thing and they really want to bring it forward, they can. But I want to have like a theme or a topic that we're kind of working on, or kind of like all kind of like feeling into that week. So I'll use my intuition to guide us in the group. And I'll try to announce that before. And if not, you just show up and I'll tell you what the theme is. We'll probably do like a really quick group check-in, introduce ourselves, where we're coming from, do like a 3-word check-in or something really quickly in a group setting so that we're all together as a group. And then we'll break out into breakout rooms. Now, I should say, if you are new to Zoom, that's okay. I will help you through it. I'll even go through some, Zoom setup right when you get in. It's though important that, yeah, you do have a Zoom account. So make sure you have a Zoom account. They're free. Anybody can have a free Zoom account. That's the most important thing. And that you know how to log in and get into the session. All the other features and all those things, don't worry about that. We can help you with that. That's not a problem. So after we, like I said, get that group sort of time together, we're going to then break out, and you'll be moved out with another woman to actually go through a series of maybe questions or prompts, which you can take or not take. And then there'll be 2 of you in the room. One of you will be partner one, and partner one will have time to just talk and just share. Partner two is there to just litness. That means listen and witness, by the way. They'll be there to just listen and witness and do their best to just kind of be present. Now, not to take in and take on, because we don't need to do that, but enough to just kind of like hold it and sit there and just be a witness to this woman who's sharing and expressing or answering these prompts. Now, that partner one's going to have quite a few prompts, quite a little bit of time to just kind of say it, let it out, and just get to where she is with her body, her chronic illness, like what's going on in her life. Maybe she's like talking about, the kids that day, or like this whole thing happened with her mother and she's got to talk about that too. But it's fine. You're just having that space. And then no one has to keep time, because I'll be keeping time. And then we'll switch. Partner two will get their same amount of time to go and just speak. Now, I do want us to be aware that we're not venting and dumping as much as we can. It's important to be expressive and to really feel our emotions. But we also have to be, I think, thoughtful about how we share things. And it's okay, things off the cuff, they happen. So it's not only our responsibility as we're sharing not to just like dump and spew, which these sometimes happen, I get it. But it's also as the listener to be in a place where you're energetically able to be like, I'm whole, I'm sovereign, I don't need to take this on. So we just have to talk about those parameters a little bit too, but honor people and meet them where they're at. So I think that we can definitely probably find a way to do that together. So everyone will have their time. And what you're going to see is that through you listening, there's a lot of learning, there's a lot of self reflection that happens when you just sit and listen. And then also when you're time to speak, you'll see the different commonalities, you'll see similarities. You'll have those beautiful moments of kind of synchronicity and kind of like, oh my gosh, I've so been there. I've been in that same place, or oh, I went through that and I get it. And so after each partner shares, you'll still have maybe a couple minutes just like debrief together. And then we'll probably come back to the main room. I don't know if we'll have time to break out again. We might. So we might do 2 breakouts. We might just do 1. I think it's very hard to connect when you're a giant room of people. And those like really lovely. It's just hard to do it on Zoom. So I'm still thinking through that. I, of course, would love to get a little bit of movement and presencing and like maybe give women a moment to just sort of like, just like breathe for a second. So I might integrate some of that, getting back into the body and just kind of like feeling what's there to be felt, and then kind of closing our gathering. So that's my vision. If you made it through the 6 minutes of this, well done. You must be interested. And I hope you'll join me. Right now I'm running them on Wednesdays at 12 o'clock Pacific, so lunchtime for about an hour. I'm open to maybe shifting days or times so that more people would like to come. They can. I'm probably looking to do this maybe twice a month. So yeah, hopefully I will see you at our next gathering. And obviously you don't need to bring coffee. You can. It was just a cute name, chronic illness, chronic conditions, coffee, and chat. I'll probably bring tea, if I'm being really honest. I'm not a huge coffee drinker. Plus, when you have chronic illnesses, all the caffeine and we know it can irritate our systems sometimes. So come as you are. You can bring your lunch. You can bring your favorite beverage. It'll just be great to have you there. So hopefully I will see you soon.